What happened to Randy Adams from the U.S. Army? The life of Randy Adams, a senior sergeant in the United States Army, is an amazing example of human resilience and the ability to overcome the incredible adversities of life. His journey from the harsh and dangerous streets of Chicago to the ranks of the American Armed Forces demonstrates the willpower and determination of someone who has decided to completely change the trajectory of his life. Adams grew up in one of Chicago's most deprived neighborhoods, where poverty, crime, and lack of opportunity were a daily reality for most residents. His family lived in extreme poverty, struggling to survive in an environment where many young people saw no prospects for the future. Several times in his youth, Adams found himself in a situation of homelessness, sleeping on the streets, having experienced all the difficulties of living without stable housing and family support. Despite such difficult circumstances, Adams did not give up and did not allow his environment to determine his fate. Instead of succumbing to the pressure of the criminal world or losing heart in the face of poverty, he made a conscious decision to join the ranks of the United States Army. For him, this decision was a turning point, an opportunity to get a new start in life and free himself from the vicious circle of poverty and hopelessness. The Army provided Adams with what he had been looking for so long: stability, purpose, structure, and the opportunity to serve something more than his own personal interests. Adams underwent intensive military training, adapting to the discipline and demands of military life, and proved himself to be a reliable and dedicated employee worthy of the trust of his commanders and comrades in arms. His years of military service were fruitful and full of achievements. Adams faithfully performed his duties, participating in various missions and operations that required courage, professionalism, and unconditional fulfillment of orders. His career developed positively, and he was promoted to the rank of senior sergeant. In January of the year 2000, Adams was on vacation at home in Chicago, where he visited his family members before leaving for a new official assignment in Germany. It was supposed to be a welcome break from military duties, an opportunity to spend time with loved ones and recuperate before an upcoming business trip abroad. However, that night when Adams left the house of one of his relatives radically changed his whole life. Without warning, two unknown men approached him, and a brutal and gratuitous attack took place. The attackers struck with such force and ferocity that Adams was seriously injured. His face was covered in blood, deep lacerations formed under his left eye, huge bruises and severe swelling appeared on his face. In such a critical condition, Adams was taken to the nearest emergency room, where doctors began to provide him with emergency medical care. They stitched his wounds and gave him painkillers, but unfortunately, his condition began to deteriorate. Adams was taken to his mother's house, where his condition dramatically deteriorated. The mother found her son in critical condition. His face turned blue, his nails turned purple, which indicated serious problems with blood circulation and breathing. Panicking, the mother immediately called emergency services, and Adams was rushed to Chicago's second hospital. There, the medical staff quickly connected him to several vital devices to maintain his body's functions and stabilize his condition. The medical care provided at this facility played a crucial role in saving the life of a young military man and preventing imminent death. Subsequently, the Army Command decided to transfer Adams to the specialized Brooke Army Medical Center in Fort San Antonio, Texas, where he could receive more qualified medical care and ongoing care from experienced specialists in the field of traumatology and rehabilitation. In this medical facility, Adams spent almost a month in a medically induced coma. His body struggled with multiple difficulties, including heart, kidney, and lung failure. Adding to this terrible situation, Adams developed a severe systemic infection that spread throughout his body and threatened his life. Doctors applied powerful antibiotics and performed various procedures to fight the infection and maintain vital body functions. The recovery process proved to be a long and extremely difficult ordeal for both Adams and his family. He underwent intensive treatment under the supervision of various medical specialists, including experienced surgeons, speech therapists, psychologists, and ophthalmologists. Each of these specialists contributed to restoring the health and functionality of Adams' body. One of the most significant aspects of his recovery is related to the restoration of his face and appearance. The military medical system in San Antonio, with the active participation of Dr. Stephen Handel, a qualified maxillofacial orthopedist, developed a specialized facial prosthesis for Adams. This prosthetic, which Adams calls his game face, was created using advanced technology and materials designed to reduce visible swelling and match his appearance as closely as possible before injury. For a young man who had gone through such a terrifying experience, the opportunity to return to a more normal appearance was of great psychological importance and contributed to his emotional recovery along with physical. Despite all the hardships he had to go through and the severity of his injuries, Adams demonstrates an amazing dedication to his military career. His love for service has not been shaken by this tragic event, and he remains firmly convinced of his desire to continue military service. Currently, Adams is focused on the process of full recovery and preparation for his return to active military service.